Here is an anime you shouldn't miss. He punches a sandbag over 50,000 times a day, yet still believes he's not strong enough. Convinced he has no talent, he signs up for the low-rank adventurer exam anyway. But this man has trained under the strongest and the most insane warriors in the world. Because of his age, he feels he's too old for adventure, and the other applicants mock him for it. But once the strength test begins, everything changes. The challenge? Hit the bag with everything you've got. Any technique is allowed, no matter how wild. When it's his turn, he's reminded once again of how useless he's supposed to be. But this is his moment to prove that all those years of sweat weren't for nothing. He powers up, and to everyone's disbelief, he doesn't just destroy the bag, he obliterates the wall behind it. The rest of the tests, he passes them like it's nothing. Even the harshest attacks don't leave a scratch on him. He's a monster. But his dominance sparks the jealousy of a young noble, furious that his spotlight is being stolen. The noble's older sister, a feared warrior, steps up to defend his honor with a duel. Sure, he'll lose. Our hero still dodges every strike with ease, and when he finally counters, she's forced to surrender immediately. There's no doubt, this man is a living legend. He just hasn't realized it yet. This wild new romance anime is about a guy who suddenly gets 3 tomboy sisters, and even though they've got serious attitude problems, they're surprisingly easy to fluster. Meet our guy, let's just call him Futaro, not for any specific reason. Futaro's not good at anything. Sports? Nope. Academics? Nope. Acting? Absolutely not. To make things worse, he's stuck in the shadow of his late mother, a world-famous actress. But before she passed away, she made him promise one thing: to build a happy family. Sounds simple, right? Except now he's moving in with his mom's old friend, and unexpectedly ends up living with the 3 Mikodono sisters. At school, these girls are famous for 2 things. They're insanely talented, and they've got terrible attitudes. And now, he's stuck living with his bullies. But he made a promise. Even if it's with the Mikodono sisters, he's going to create a happy family. Here's the twist. These tough tomboyish girls, they all start catching feelings. Because Futaro's patient kindness? Yeah, it totally throws them off. And now, their emotions are getting harder and harder to hide. This high school student has hit rock bottom. He just got rejected by his dream university. And to make things worse, the girl he likes turned him down too. He thought life couldn't get any worse. But then, something unexpected happens. He gets a mysterious acceptance letter from Castle Academy, the most elite and secretive school in the entire country. Seeing it as a second chance, he accepts right away. But when he arrives, he quickly discovers the shocking truth. This isn't a normal university. Castle Academy trains students to fight dragons, huge mythical beasts long believed to be extinct. Every student at the academy awakens a unique magical power known as their spiritual path. This ability reflects who they are deep inside and is ranked from F to S, with S being the highest. Against all expectations, he is ranked S on his very first day. From that moment on, his life changes completely. He now faces a world of intense training, dangerous rivalries, hidden truths, and massive battles that will push him to the limit. To survive, he must master his powers, compete with gifted and deadly classmates, uncover the secrets behind his rare ability, and discover the true purpose of Castle Academy, all while preparing to face ancient, unstoppable beings whose goals remain a mystery. A thrilling mix of fantasy, mystery, and survival. This anime is Dragon Raja. Here is an anime you shouldn't miss. Born with nothing. No eyes, no skin, no limbs. The victim of a demonic pact made by his own father, this newborn lost everything before he could even cry. But somehow, against all odds, he survived. To save his people, or perhaps to quench his thirst for power, a lord sacrificed what was most precious, his son. In exchange, the demons granted him prosperity by devouring the child's body. The mother, broken yet full of love, never stopped caring for her son, despite his monstrous form. While his father cast him aside without a second thought, a flicker of hope remained. A servant, unable to end his life, placed him on a small boat, giving him a second chance. He was found by a brilliant craftsman, a master of prosthetics, who gave him a new body and a new name, Yatamaru. His body may be artificial, but his will is anything but, mute, blind, and deaf. Yet he can sense the presence of evil. When he encounters his first demon, it's a slaughter. And after that brutal victory, something extraordinary happens. His mask falls, and his skin returns. Thank you for watching. With each demon he slays, which a piece of his body is restored. Yakumaru sets off on a lonely, blood-soaked journey to reclaim his stolen humanity. Every battle is a rebirth, every victory, a step closer to the man he was meant to become. In the realm of Edthea, 5 kingdoms stood united, yet imprisoned. None could venture beyond its borders, for the lands were encircled by the terrifying 4 lords of darkness. From childhood, Alicia, born in the warrior kingdom of Hydanians, clung to the ancient legend that one day, a chosen hero would rise to slay the lords and free Edthea from its monstrous cage. She vowed to become that hero, but when she joined 13 elite warriors to strike down the feared Clevites, lord of dark beasts, the legend crumbled in blood and fire. One by one, her comrades fell. Alicia herself died, only to be resurrected by the very monster she swore to destroy. Now undead and bound to his will, Alicia watches in horror and awe as Clevites does the unthinkable, spares a human child and raises it as his own after destroying the whole kingdom of Hadanians. What begins as carnage spirals into something stranger, something terrifyingly tender. A beast becomes a father, a hero becomes a servant, and the fate of the world may rest in the hands of the monster who once shattered it. In the land where no one could escape, what if salvation came not from a hero, but from the darkness itself? Here is an anime you shouldn't miss. Imagine a man who can kill with just a gesture. No weapons, no tools, only a pointed finger, and death follows. This man has no name, no remorse, only an endless hunger for chaos. He walks into a random house as if he were expected. The woman greets him with a warm smile, thinking her daughter has returned. But when she turns around, she sees the monster. He says nothing. He simply points, and she collapses, lifeless on the floor. To this madman, that was too easy, too quick. He wanted to enjoy it, so he turns to the husband. A single shot into the wall tells him everything. His wife is dead. All the man can do now is cry. He knows even his son won't be spared. What chills the blood is that, for the killer, this is what makes him feel truly alive. But it's still not enough. He craves more. When the daughter returns home, he wants to play. He asks her what her favorite anime is. She says, One Piece. He thinks maybe he'll let her live, but her constant crying irritates him. She screams, begs for mercy. Somehow, an old man far away hears her cries. He rushes over, but he's too late. The madman is still there. He shoots the old man straight in the head, then casually walks out of the house as if nothing happened. Just another day, he thinks. But as he turns around, the old man is standing, unharmed, staring directly at him. You have to watch this anime, which is going to be the best anime of this year. Ruto lives at the edge of society, an orphan surviving in the slums by scavenging trash, branded a criminal just because of his birth. But when his beloved foster father is murdered and Ruto is framed, he's cast into the abyss, a bottomless pit where the unwanted are thrown like garbage. Instead of dying, Ruto finds himself in a twisted world of living trash monsters and a brutal underground society. There, he meets a group called the Cleaners, warriors who wield weapons made from junk to fight the corrupted filth below. Ruto discovers he has a strange power, the ability to animate discarded objects and turn them into deadly weapons. Now he fights to survive in the pit, uncover the truth behind his father's death, and one day rise back up to take revenge on the corrupt world that threw him away. Gachiakuta is a gritty, street-style action anime, packed with dark fantasy, brutal combat, and a revenge-driven underdog ready to shake the system. Do you think that there is any better revenge anime than this one? Thank you for watching till the end. Which anime should I do next?